learners, very good morning. Good morning, Archana, Vaitishwari, Shivagami, very good morning. Yes. Am I visible? Audio clear? Okay. Dr. Mohan, Manju, Meghna, very good morning. Yes, right. So welcome to Unified Study. This is Thilasi doing a comprehensive revision for the upcoming SET and WBSET examinations. So in the month of November 24th, we have learners have their KSET examination. Next month, we have WBSET examination, and we can expect our NET examination also in December. Let us have December, possibly in January. That's all. More than that, they will not go. We are preparing comprehensive conceptual topics we are discussing. Today we are going to do it on logical reasoning. Those who are new to our channel, kindly do subscribe and watch till the end. Today we are going to see very important concepts with the MCQs. Right, shall we start? Yes. Yes, we'll start the class. So, I just want to focus on the most important terms. First starts with the arguments. So, when you take logical reasoning, we have a concept called argument, proposition, statement. Okay, these are all the terms that we use. So when you take an argument, it is of set of statements, we call it as an arguments, and that can be either deductive argument or inductive argument. Right? So what do you make deductive argument? An argument which can be valid or invalid, and it has a sound argument or unsound argument. See here, it is a type of reasoning when we make a conclusion based on the premises that we have received, right? That will exactly follow what the premises is being there. So a reasoning where the conclusion is being logically follow the premises. When you take an argument, right, it will be having like premises and then followed by a conclusion. So this we call it as a categorical proposition. Next we will see. So a deductive argument is a type of reasoning where this conclusion follows exactly the premises, and that we call it as a deductive argument. Always another keyword for deductive argument is it will lies for the truth of the conclusion. Okay, definitely it will be following the premises. If the premises are true, then the conclusion must be true in a deductive reasoning. Next, when we do on deductive reasoning, there is a keyword called validity. What is that? Whether the argument is valid or invalid. Okay, that is the main term. So we have to say either valid or invalid, which means that the conclusion should necessarily followed by the premises. That is the meaning of that word validity. Here a deductive argument can be valid or it can be invalid. A valid argument can be sound argument or an unsound argument, but an invalid argument always will be an unsound argument. Note down these keywords with respect to deductive argument. See here I have given, you can note it down. Whenever we have a true premises, okay, true premises, then the conclusion will be the true conclusion. Then we call it as a valid argument. So whenever we have the true premises and a true conclusion, then we will say it is a valid argument. Whenever we say a true premises and a false conclusion, right, it is not at all exist, it is not possible also. And when we have a false premises and a false conclusion, false premise and a true conclusion, false premise and a true conclusion, then we will say it is a valid argument. Okay, and whenever we have a false premises and a false conclusion, we say it can be a valid argument. Right, it is depends upon the statements that we have, and we have to apply either a Venn diagram, then we will conclude. Okay, so note down for a short notes. Whenever we have a true premises, then a true follows a true conclusion, it's said to be a valid argument. Whenever we have a true premises and a false conclusion where it does not exist, it's said to be invalid here. A false premises and a true conclusion always said to be invalid, but in some cases, right, this false premises can also be takes to a invalid argument, and false premises and the false conclusion will be valid, but it is said to be unsound, right? It is said to be unsound here. Clear? Yes. Now we move to inductive argument. So what do you mean inductive argument? Here it is based on the probability. There definitely it will occur. Only it follows the premises. That is called deductive argument. But when it comes to inductive argument, where the conclusion is based on the probability, it is based on the observed pattern, trend or evidence. Here the probability is the key word for the inductive argument. There we have definite, it will follow the conclusion. Here likely the truth. It may or may not happen. So that is the keyword for inductive argument. Here the inductive arguments do not provide the absolute certainty, but there it is certain, here it is uncertain. Instead they rely on the strength of the evidence. There we use the word called validity in deductive argument. Here we will be using the keyword called strength of the evidence. So the evidence should be strong. So it should be strong or weak. There in inductive we use valid or invalid, right? So here we use strong or weak. So inductive arguments can be an argument of strong argument or a weak argument. So whenever we say a strong argument, we say strong argument based on the true premises, the true conclusions, right? So whenever we have the true premises and the true conclusion, we say it is a strong argument, right? And then whenever we have the true premises and the false conclusion that does not exist, right? Then whenever we have a false premises and probably a true conclusion, and that is also said to be, right, it's an uncogent argument. Uncogent argument, it is strong. A false premises followed by a false conclusion, we say it is a uncogent invalid argument. Clear? Right? Clear? So these are the terms that we have to remember in terms of arguments: deductive, inductive, validity, invalid, and strong and weak. Their soundness, here cogent will come. Clear? Yes. Now we move to next one, is called categorical proposition. So what do you mean by categorical proposition? Whenever we have a true premises followed by a conclusion, then we say this is called a categorical proposition. In that one, we have four different types of statements. We can have four different types of statement. That is an A type statement, E type statement, I type statement, and a O type statement. These combination of statements will be there to make a categorical proposition. Here in that categorical proposition, so three statements will be there. In that three statements, we will be having two major terms, two minor terms, and two times the middle term will come. Two major, two minor, and two middle terms will come. And what is this major term? Where in the conclusion, the predicate of the conclusion is called the major term. Predicate of the conclusion we call the major term. What is the minor term? The subject of the conclusion we call it as the minor term. What is the middle term? Which appears two times in the premises. Two times in the premises, and that we call it as the middle term. So combination of these three, we call it as a categorical proposition. Yes, clear? This is a kind of a quick revision that we do for our examination. In set based examination, we can get questions from like this: what is a major term, what is a minor term, what is a middle term, the theoretical terms, and also with an example they can ask us, giving a categorical proposition, identify the middle term, identify the major term. Like that we can get question. So this conceptual understanding is most important for these kind of concepts. And here we have another term called quantity and quality. So what do you mean by quantity of a proposition? Quantity means what? It talks about numbers, right? Understanding, please understand numbers, right? So whenever we say quantity, say we have here all, some not, and no. So these are the words, quantifiers that we use over here, okay? All, some not, no. Quantifiers, all and no. All and no, right? And we have a quality. Quality means positive and negative. So the positive and negative, we call it as the quality of a proposition. Means what? Here all SRP, all politicians are liars. Here what I am doing, I am telling all people, the universal. So the all represents what? The quantity. Here it is a positive sentence. No negative things are there. Meaning may be negative, but there is no any negative words. So it is called a positive. No politician are liars. So I am saying no politician. So whenever no comes, this is universal, talks about a negative statement. Next, some politician. So some talks about particular. So quantity talks about all, that is whether it is telling the whole thing or a part thing. Okay, here it talks about the particular. So this belongs to universal or particular. Quality talks about positive or negative. And here in the O type statements, some politicians are not liars. Here this some politicians are particular, not come, so it is a negative. Right? It's negative. Clear, learners? So quantity, quality, very, very important for the upcoming next concepts. Clear? Right. So in square of opposition, right? Then categorical proposition, then we move to the syllogism and square of opposition. Here we have 4 types of statement. One is contrary, another one is contradictory, another one is sub-contrary, another one is subaltern. So what is this contrary statements? See here we have 4 types: A type, E type, I type and O type. So here this A type and E type statements, we call it as a contrary statement. And their keyword is what? They cannot be true together at the same time. Both A and E cannot be true together at the same time. See here, when this is said to be true means this E type statement will not be true. So this should be false. So whenever we have a questions on inference, this conceptual understanding is most important. You can also kindly draw this in your notebook. Whenever you do these kind of problems, we also have done these problems in our YouTube channel. You can also refer over here. We have questions also now. So that is called contrary statement. What do you mean by contradictory statement? This A type and O type statement and E type and the I type statement. These 2 type of statement we call contradictory. Means what? When one is true means another one will be false. When this is true means this will be false. So no one can be true or false at the same time. Okay, no one can be true or false at the same time. So that is opposite will be there. That is contradictory. What do you mean by sub-contrary? Sub-contrary is this one. Here the I type statement and the O type statement we call sub-contrary, where they cannot be false at the same time. Okay, they cannot be false at the same time. C means contrary, can't be true together. S means sub-contrary, they can't be false together at the same time. Okay, right. Here we have another term, undetermined. Means what? Here if it is false means this statement we cannot determine. That is the meaning of this word, undetermined. Next one we have subaltern. What do you mean by subaltern here? See here, when it is true, from up to down it is true means then down it also will be true. Same for the either side. When it is false means what about the down statement? It is undetermined. Whenever it is false, here it is true means when it goes up it is undetermined. When it is false means when it goes up it is false. This understanding we can able to do it very well. And the statements of subaltern are A type and I type. So for examination you have to be very clear with what kind of statement we call contrary statement, what type of statement we call contradictory statement, sub-contrary and subaltern. Am I clear? Right? So that with this kind of questions we can do the inference based problems. Now we will do it. Don't worry. Yes. Now I move to the next topic. Is we going for the questions for all these things. Okay, right. Do it. Come on, do it. Statement, premise, conclusion and argument. Today I want to give you more PYQs based things. So come on, let's do many PYQs today. For the set exams, right, we can expect these kind of theoretical questions. 1-line questions we can expect. Here I have given everything in one question. In exam we can expect in one line single questions. What is statement? What is premise? What is conclusion? What is an argument? A statement is an argument that is intended to be proved or supported by the premises. A sentence can be viewed as a true or false. A group of statements, keywords, these are all the keywords. Very good, very good, very good. The reason why we should accept another statement are a conclusion. Yes. Very good. Shri, Rishi, Vaidishwari, Lalita, Kavita, Priyam, Archana. Very good. The right answer for this question is option 2. So what is a statement? A statement is a sentence which can be viewed as a true statement or a false statement. Yes, a true or false. And what do you mean by the premise? Premise means a reason why we should accept another statement or a conclusion. Conclusion means what? Here a statement is an argument that is intended to be proved. So conclusion, that is what we are going to prove, okay, based on the premises given. So a statement is an argument that is intended to be proved or supported by the premises. So conclusion, it is option C is 1. An argument means what? Argument means where we have one statement or group of statements. So a group of statements which are intended to prove or support another statement, and that we call it as an argument. Yes, very good, very good. Next question, do this one. Do this one. Do this one. Waiting for your answers. Very good. Yes, the right answer for this question is option 3 is the right answer. A deductive argument is said to be invalid. When it will be invalid? Its premises are all true but its conclusion is false. 1 minute, I'll check. Yes. Yes, right. Option 3 is the right answer for this question. Its premises are all true but its conclusion is false is said to be invalid argument. Said to be invalid deductive argument. Do this one. An invalid deductive argument that also has all true premises is called a sound argument. A strong inductive argument which has all the true premises is called a cogent argument. An invalid deductive argument which has all the true premises is called a sound argument. A strong inductive argument which has all true premises is called a cogent argument. Very good, Lalita, very good. Very good. Yes, yes, right, right. Very good. Prisky. The right answer for this question is option 4. So, invalid deductive argument means then will be unsound in nature. Okay, it will not be sound. So invalid deductive argument is unsound. So here it is given as a sound argument. So this is wrong. A strong inductive argument which has true premises and we call it as a cogent argument. So this is right. Okay, statement 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct. Next one, do this one. Read it carefully. Very good. Read it carefully. No hurry. Yes, very good. Yes, the right answer for this question is option 1. Okay. You got confused with B and C, right? An argument is sound when it is valid and it has two premises. That's it is right. Some valid, see, you have written this as right means definitely C will come na. Some invalid argument has a false premises and a true conclusion. When I was talking about that first, second slide in deductive argument, there I was telling about there are some valid argument which have a false premises and a true conclusion based upon the arguments and statements that we get. Okay, here B will not come. In an argument, truth of its conclusion determines its validity by itself. This will not come. See here, option A, C and D will be the right answer. How means there are some valid arguments which have a false premise and a true conclusion. Okay, there are some invalid. For some cases we have this one, D option. Okay, so option D will be there. Next one. Do this one. Do this one. Very good. Which of the following proves so that they cannot both be false? So you have to write this A, E, I, O statements. With this you have to say A, E, I, O statements. There are two statements which cannot both be false although they both be true. They cannot both be false means what type of statement it is? Listen, listen. If they cannot both be false means what kind of statement it is? Tell me based on that one. Think and answer. Very good, very good, very good. The right answer for this question is it is A and C. So they cannot both be false at the same time means what kind of statement it is? It is a sub-contrary. Right? Am I right? Sub-contrary. That is A, E, I, O. So this statement we call it as a sub-contrary. They cannot both be false at the same time. So some apes are monkeys and some apes are not monkeys are said to be the right answer. Okay, now I'll give you another question answer for this point. Okay. Which of the following propositions so related that they can't be true together? They can't be true together. Answer for this question. They can't be true together. Which option will come? Can't be true together. Which option will come? Very good, very good. Very good, very good. Shweta, Shri, Lalita, Chitra Devi, Satya Devi, yes. For this, can't be true together. Option B and D will come. Okay, right. Next one. One is the denial of another. One is the denial of another. Which one will come? One is the denial of another. Which one will come? One is the denial. Yes, do it. One is the denial of another. Two options will come. Two things will come. You can also forget, don't worry about these options. Just tell me which pair will come. Tell me which pair will come for the denial of the another. Which pair? Pair. Pair. Very good, Rishi. It is contradictory. Very good. One denial means it is contradictory. Which pair will come? Very good. Yes, with this statement, we have A and D. This is one pair, and B and C is another pair. Very good. A and D. Yes, Vanita ma'am, correct. Meghna, what is this? O. Which pair I am asking? Very good, Ramya, Karobi. Yes, very good. AD and BC. Yes, these are the pairs of contradictory. Means what? One is true means another one will be false. One is false means another one will be true. So here this A type statement and D type. Some apes are monkeys and no ape or monkey. So these two statements, right? This will be contradictory. And another one, all apes are monkeys and some apes are not monkeys. These two statements will be contradictory. Very good, super. Next question, do this one. Next question is from logically equivalent. Which of the following propositions we call it as a logically equivalent? So you can use the Venn diagram now to find out. Some men are arrogant human beings. Some non-arrogant human beings are not non-men. Some men are not non-arrogant human beings. Some arrogant human beings are men. So we can just draw a Venn diagram. Some men are arrogant human beings. So here some men can be determined in this place, right? There are some men who are arrogant human beings. Which two statements are logically equivalent? This is for first one. Very good. Here we can eliminate this. Very good, Lalita. Very good. Yes. Yes. So what happens here? A will come. D is very easy. For D we can draw like this. Some arrogant human beings are men. So here we have this one. So these both are same. So where A and D are same, no one has A and D except this 4. So we can simply mark it. Some men are not human. We can just strike it not and non. So some men are arrogant human beings. So C will also come. A, B, A, C, D. What is B then? Some non-arrogant human beings are men. Some non-arrogant human beings means that will be out of the thing, right? So this will not come. Clear? Very good. Next. Do this one. Do this one quick. Very good. Truth and falsity are the attributes of dash. Truth and falsity are the attributes of what? Okay. The right answer for this question is proposition. So truth and arguments are the attributes of a proposition. Okay. In what what is an argument? Argument is nothing but a group of statements. Group of statements. So here when we say a proposition, right? A proposition will be a set. So this one I will say whether it is true or it is false. So here argument is nothing but a group of statement. Opinion is about my own belief. Debate is an where we do a discussion on argument which will takes place. Here the truth and falsity are the attributes of a proposition. Do this one. Do this one. In proposition which is a particular affirmative. In a proposition which is particular affirmative. Very good. Next one. In a proposition which is particular affirmative. Yes, come on. Very good. Easy question. In a proposition which is a particular affirmative, A, E, I, O. So this we call universal affirmative. This we call universal negative. This we call particular affirmative, and O we call particular negative. Right? So universal affirmative means what here? What is distributed here? What is distributed here? This is very important concept to please understand. Universal, we say it is universal affirmative. All apples are red. So I say all apples are red. Here what I am talking about? I am talking about the apples. All the apples in this universe are in red in color. So I am talking about this subject. So here the subject is said to be distributed. Second one, E-type statement. This is universal negative statement. I am saying no apple is red. So no apple is red. Right? So I am talking about all the apple family and all the red family. Together I am saying. So both the subject and the predicate is said to be distributed. What is the I-type statement? This is particular affirmative statement. So what do you mean particular affirmative? Some apples are red. There are some apples which are red in color. Here not the full apple class is also coming, not full the red class is also taken. So neither subject nor the predicate is distributed. When you take a O-type statement, it is a particular negative statement. Here some apples are not red. There are some apples, see here there are some apples which are not red. So here what has been emphasized? Here the class of red is being emphasized. So the predicate is distributed. So when you take a particular affirmative, which one is particular affirmative? I-type statement is particular affirmative. Neither the subject nor the predicate is distributed. Right? Neither the subject nor the predicate is distributed. Please be very sure about this understanding. A-type universal affirmative and how to draw that Venn diagram, what is distributed. Okay, how it is this? Why we say subject is distributed? Because the whole class of apple is said to be taken into the consideration. So the subject, when you take here, both the classes are not connected together. So subject and predicate are distributed. Clear? In I-type, neither one is distributed. In O-type statement, predicate is distributed. Okay, here the right answer for the question is option 2. Next, do this one. Do this one. Do this one. Very good. Truth and validity. Definitely I am telling you this type of questions we can expect in this time of exam. Definitely I am telling you this we can expect. We can expect. Very good, very good. The right answer for this question is option 4, A and D. So the truth and validity in logical reasoning works on which kind of statement? Here this just only we saw. Truth and falsity are the attributes of individual proposition, right? The validity and invalidity are the attributes of the individual propositions? No. Truth and falsity are the attributes of arguments? No. Validity and invalidity are the attributes of the argument. What type of argument it can be? It can be a deductive argument, it can be an inductive argument, right? Sorry, not inductive, it is deductive argument. It can be deductive argument. This validity, invalidity will be applied. Where the strong and weak will be applied? Strong and weak will be applied for the inductive argument. Strong argument and weak argument. These are the attributes of the inductive arguments. Clear? Clear? Yes, do this one. This questions is coming from that next different part. Do it. In terms of language, use of language is there in logical reasoning. From there, ambiguity occurs with what? Ambiguity occurs with what? Quick, easy question. Waiting for your answers. Very good, very good. Very good. Yes. Yes, the right answer for this question is ambiguity means what? A word which has a multiple meanings. That we called ambiguity. Okay, right. Do this one. In logical reasoning, the emotional association a word carries known as what? This comes, you all know, connotation, denotation. So in that one, whenever we say about an emotional association with a word, usually I used to give you an example. You remember? Ice cream. What you will have? What does that mean? So ice cream means what? Very good. Very good, very good. I hope you remember this example. Very good. Waiting for your answer. Yes. Emotion. Ice cream. The right answer for this question is connotation, right? So whenever we use a word and it has some emotion association means, then we call it as a connotation, right? Next one, do this one. Then what is this denotation then? Denotation is nothing but the dictionary meaning of that word. Okay, dictionary meaning of that word, we call it as a denotation. Do this. Yes. Connotation implies the abstract meaning or intent of a term. Denotation signifies the explicit or direct objects, a set of objects a term refers to. Quickly do it. Connotation implies an abstract meaning or an intent of a term. Intent, intention. Very good, very good. Please do it carefully. Intent means what? There is an intention. Ice cream. What is the intention? Joy, right? We'll get joy, we get that feeling. That is that intent of a term. I have told you the answer. Denotation signifies what? The explicit or direct objects or a set of objects it refers to. Very good. Okay, the right answer for this question is actually both the statements are true. Listen, understand carefully. Whenever we say connotation, right? Ice cream. Here there is an implicit meaning inside that word. What is that implicit meaning? Ice cream means which gives you what? Which gives us joy. Am I right? Which gives us joy, pleasure. We will be enjoying eating that ice cream. Okay, if you want to eat a cake, right, birthday cake especially, normal cake is okay, but when it comes to a birthday cake, there we can see the enjoyment. You understand? Birthday dress is okay, but when it comes to birthday dress, there is an implicit meaning inside that word. There is an intention, because it is a birthday cake, so it implies an abstract meaning or an intent of that term. What is the term? Cake, birthday dress, ice cream, which has a meaning inside it. It has an emotion inside it, not like a normal word. That is called connotation. Denotation means what? It signifies a explicit or direct objects or a set of object a term refers to. I say simply a cake. Yes, for a bakery people it is a cake, that's all, made up of flour and all those things, right? So whenever it has a direct meaning towards it, that is called denotation. Am I clear, learners? Am I clear? Yes. Clear? Okay. Yes. Okay, move into the next question. Next question. Do this one. Do this one. Let me check how many of you have understood this concept now. Yeah. Do this. The collection of all objects to which a term may correctly be applied. Collection of all objects. So cake is made up of what? Flour, butter, essence, cream. What does it mean? I have given you the answer. I have given you the answer. The collection of all objects. This is cake. To which a term. This is the term. Which may be applied to what? What type of thing it is? Very good. Which I content. Very good. Think. See, listen. Collection of all objects. You should. This is a collection. What is this cake? Collection of all objects to which a term may be correctly applied is called what? Read it again. Read the sentence again. Read the sentence again. Read the sentence again. Okay. Here the right answer for this question is option 4. That is C and D is the right answer. Option C and D is the right answer. I will tell you the meaning. Please note it down because we can get questions from this connotation, denotation. So what are the keywords that you have to remember is connotation. Okay. Here denotation. So connotation talks about what? It talks about the emotion. This talks about the direct meaning. Okay, here this talks about the implied meaning inside that word. Implied meaning. Cake means emotion, right? Cake means happiness. Cake means joy, birthday, and all that implied meaning will be there. And here this connotation talks about the characteristics of that particular word, right? Which will have, that is why we mean it as intention of that word. So intention of that term means what? There are some characteristics which can define that cake. You take that same example as cake. So cake has an emotion for us, right? A birthday cake for my daughter. Emotion. Implied meaning. That cake has an implied meaning and there are some characteristics for that cake. That is called the intention of that term. For opposite one, when you take denotation means what? Here we have an explicit definition, that is direct definition. Cake means what? It is a food item which we can eat, made up of all these items. So that is explicit. And here we have a term called extension of a term. What does that mean of extension of that term? Extension means it is made up of flour, butter, oil, cream, essence. So all combined together and we get a cake. So that we call extension of a term. Okay, it refers to the what are all the objects collectively made that cake. That is the collection of all the objects which had made that cake. You understand? Clear? Yes? Okay. Please understand it very clearly. We can get questions from this part. Right. Do this one. If the proposition some fishes are not egg-laying animals is given as true. Some fishes are not egg-laying animals is given as true. True means what? Here we have to draw this diagram A, E, I, O. Here we have not. This is a O type statement. If this statement is true means which will be false. If it is true means which will be false. Very good, very good. Which will be false? Very simple. I have drawn the diagram. Very good. Yes. So the right answer for this question is very easy. That is option A is the right answer. This is a contradictory statement. When a O type statement is true means the opposite A type statement will be false. Yes, very good. Very good. Now I would like to show you something. Right. So learners, those who want to know about more logical reasoning, okay, so here in our YouTube Unified Study YouTube channel, there we have done so many things with respect to logical reasoning and all other topics. Displayed. Okay, so here in this playlist, okay, here we can have all the videos of logical reasoning. Other than that, fallacy, formal fallacy, informal fallacy are all there in these two playlists. You can take it from there. And apart from that, we have done the square of opposition, syllogism, using Venn diagram. All these concepts we have done over here. You can also do these pre-YQ sessions also from these two playlists. See, here we have, it's not loading. Yes. See, here we have for logical reasoning. Please do it. Don't forget to do this one. You can put it in XX mode and you can do this logical reasoning basic playlist, right? And we also have done the formal fallacy and informal fallacy are also be done there. You can also just go through these things to practice for a practice session. And learners, those who wish to join for the upcoming NET or SET practice session, here in Unified Study App, we are doing the PYQ sessions now. One day, one DI, and also with the previous year question topics wise we are doing. So learners, those who wish to join, in the description we have given the details. You can also go and get to know about the details. Okay. And here also we have the mock test is there. That is most essential for learners who have missed by few marks. The free mock test is also there. That also you can do. And this PDF will be uploaded in the app here. So you can download the app from the Play Store and you can get the PDF which we are doing now. Okay. Right. Now we move to the next question. Do this one. This type of question we can expect in exam. Which of the following diagrams best represents the relationship between women, mothers and fathers? we can expect these kind of Venn diagram based questions. We'll answer your question. It's not over. We have questions more. We have questions more, learners. Don't leave the class. Very good. Women, mother and father. Don't be in hurry. Slowly answer. No hurry at all. Vanita ma'am, don't be hurry. Very good. Very good. No hurry. No hurry. So see here, here we can, woman and mother can be like this. Women and mother can be like this. But a woman or mother cannot be a father. Right? Because father is a different class. Father is a different class. So will women come here? Who will come inside the set? Here we can have mother. Here we can have the women. Okay. Here we can have the father. Because all the women we cannot say as mothers. Okay. All women cannot be mothers. That's why. Very good. Next question to this one. Among 200 persons, 90 people like tea, while 108 people like coffee and 46 people like both tea and coffee. How many people like neither tea nor coffee? Exactly right, Vijay. So women can be mother, daughter, in-laws, any role can be taken. That's right. So totally how many people are there? Total we have 200 people. So in that people, how many people like tea? 90 people like tea. How many people like coffee? 108 people like coffee. So both tea and coffee likes by both the people is 46. So we have tea, we have a coffee here. This is tea and this is coffee. So both the people likes coffee is 46. So what we have to do? We have to do only tea we have to find out. So only tea is equal to 90 minus 46. Only coffee is equal to, do it, very good. Only coffee is equal to 108 minus 46. So this is equal to what? This comes 44, right? And this comes to 62. Am I right? 8. Yes, this is 62. So only tea is 44 and only coffee is 62. So what the question is being asked? Neither tea nor coffee. So from the total population, we have to subtract these things. Right? Get me the answer quick. 44 plus 46 plus 62. Very good. Quick. Very good. So this gives me 10, 0, 90, 152. So 200 minus 152. Yes. Very good. Shri, very good Shri. This kind of question we can expect in set. KSET, these kind of questions we are getting, like diagrammatic question they are asking. Okay, like this they give a diagram and from that they are asking these kind of questions. Please be sure, last time also they have asked. These kind of diagrammatic question we can expect in set examination, learners. They will give a diagram, the values will be given. From that the questions has been asked in logical reasoning. Yes, the right answer for this question is 48. When you subtract, we will be getting 48 as the right answer. Have you got it? Yes, very good, very good. And one more of homework question. 1 minute. Homework question. One minute. We have one homework question. Please do this as your homework so that it will be do this as your homework. This is your homework question again from Venn diagram. You can try this one and give the answer in the poll. Okay, right. Give the answer for this question in the poll, in the comment section. Okay, right. One minute. The question, 1 minute, 1 minute. Just give me the answer for and tell me who plays kabaddi, cricket only. Okay, who plays kabaddi and cricket only? Answer for this question, put it in the comment section. Clear? Okay. So thank you so much. See you tomorrow with a PD. Tomorrow we are going to do people development environment with the protocols, and current affair question, and with the current affair question. Okay. Tomorrow we'll join at 9 a.m.